My name is Julie.
Okay, so she's talking to you.
HERME.
She's basically a Lego platform which has face recognition on it. That drives the wheels to put the biggest circle in the center of her screen. So she'll find a face like this, and she'll put that in the center of the screen. So she's fixed on you. And then she pulls you into a conversation. What's your name? How old are you? Why are you here? Do you like the exhibition? Do you know any good jokes? Tell me a joke. At which point everybody says, I don't know any jokes. And she says, tell me a knock joke. And everybody says, knock knock. Because they're conditioned to do that. And as soon as you said knock knock, she says, who's there? And you have to say, Fred. And she'll say, Fred who? She doesn't listen to what you say. She just gets you to talk so she can say her next thing. A bit like me. I want to say this, you're going to listen. We had her in the Science Gallery in Trinity for about 3 months a couple of years ago, and about 1,500 people just wandered in off the streets, and she chatted them up. Half of them went through to the end of her conversation where she says, can you do me a favor? I need you to sign a consent form. If you sign a consent form, I can use your data. You know, we're recording everything. This is a camera, this is a camera. We had another robot here which is recording. So we have an amazing corpus of people talking naturally to a piece of plastic, to a conversational robot. Half the time it didn't work. They didn't sign consent forms, or they just said, oh, what's this? Went away. We have two corporate, really. One of conversations that went well, and one of conversations that failed. So what we're doing now is machine learning to learn how to put the difference into this software so that it always gets better. In parallel to that, in my lab, I wire people up like this. We make them wear a mic, we sit them down. We actually I have this thing in my pocket, which is it's a Q sensor. You wear it on your wrist, and I can advertise it because they're not selling it anymore. Affectiva is an MIT company. This is basically a biometric sensing device. It tells you what's going on in your brain if you're interested. So we get people to wear this, and we get them to talk to HERME, and we have databases of how they feel when she says something, or how they feel when they reply back to her. And on that basis of human-human, human-machine, possibly machine-machine communication, we're learning how dialogue works, how interaction works. This is just a toy, but this is a serious, very high-definition webcam with very high-quality microphones. An iPhone is the same. We have another version which actually has an iPhone on the... Oh, it's okay. We have an iPhone which is on the front here. And then we use the iPhone camera, and we don't need this display because we can use the iPhone display. We are learning about how human interaction works, how people talk to each other, how machines can take part in so-called natural dialogue interaction, spoken dialogue interaction. The use of the camera. If you nod, I understand you're listening and I can keep talking. If you stop nodding, I won't be able to talk anymore. So we're learning these skills and we're applying them in products, devices that people actually use to deliver content that our colleagues, various people who work with us, might want to have delivered. I'm Nick, Nick, at tcd.ie. I'd be very happy to answer any questions you have.